Hey there, Taurus, and welcome back to Unicorn Tarot. So this was going to be your July monthly reading, but since I've been swamped with personal readings and July is over, today's the last day, what I'm going to do is just a timeless bonus love reading for you instead of your July 2022 reading. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at past, present, and near future energies for your love life. And why am I having a brain fart? Past, present, and near future energies for your love life, and we'll see what messages need to come through. Interesting. Okay, so the main energy for your love life for this reading is the Ten of Cups. I love that. That is happiness, that's stability, that's love. This is a really, really good energy. Now, in the recent past, you get the Sun, the Ten of Swords, and the Star. What I do see here is that you had a very, very deep desire. There's something that you really, really wanted. And whatever this thing was, it brought you a lot of happiness. So it could be that your desire came true, your wish came true, or it could just be that even having the thought of this wish coming true made you very, very happy. But you were also carrying an energy of, oh my gosh, this might end. So this thing, whatever this is, this relationship, felt so amazing, felt so incredible. But then on the other hand, you also carry this deep, deep fear of it's going to end, it's going to come to an end, it's not going to work out, etc. In the current situation, you get the Justice, the Tower, the Page of Cups. This energy, this fear of things not working out is kind of getting balanced out for you. And you're entering more of an energy of, okay, my heart is open to this. I can open myself emotionally to this. This feels good. Not really experiencing that fear anymore, and more so kind of letting that energy of, oh my gosh, this isn't going to work out. This is all going to come crashing down around me. Kind of just like settle, balance out, and you're approaching this situation, this relationship, more so with your heart than with your head and your fears. In the near future, you get the King of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Swords. You are the King of Pentacles to me. I don't assign gender to my cards. You're going to gain a lot of clarity around something that you've been doubting, something that you haven't been very, very sure about. Overall, these energies look really, really good for you, Taurus. I really do like them, but let's clarify. I'm going to start off by clarifying the Ten of Cups, which is the main energy for your reading. Ten of Cups is clarified by the King of Wands, Ten of Swords, and the Lovers. Yeah, whatever this love is that you're experiencing, it's definitely a very highly evolved relationship or connection, right? It's one of those like, I love you, you love me, but more importantly, my soul loves you and your soul loves me. And this person, maybe a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or just somebody that you view as very confident, very attractive, very like magnetic and charismatic. It brings you a lot of happiness. It brings in a lot of love. But again, you have this fear of it's going to end. It's going to end. It's not going to work out. It's going to end. So let's see. Let's take a look at your recent past. I want to clarify the Sun for you in the recent past. Sun is clarified by the Temperance, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. You're very, very confused here. And I feel like in the recent past, you had a lot of options. So either there were multiple people that you were dating, or you were looking at the situation and you're like, this could go a lot of different ways, right? This could work out. This could not work out. I could get hurt. I could not get hurt. Lots and lots of different options. And that kind of confused you. And so what Spirit's showing me here is divine timing was at play. You just needed more time. Like eventually you'll get to the point where it's going to be illuminated and you'll see the right, not the right path, but more so like where this is actually going to go between you and this person. But in the recent past, you needed to be more patient with yourself. I feel like I said, you had multiple different avenues that this could go, and it was confusing to you. And you were just like, I need to pick one. I need to pick one. I need to figure this out. Like, I need to know what's going to happen. And Spirit's just like, hey, give it some time, okay? Let's take a look at the Ten of Swords in the recent past for you. Ten of Swords is clarified by the Page of Swords, which you get again in the near future in the same row, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Wands. you're questioning this soul connection. Again, because you had this fear that it was going to end, it wasn't going to work out, it was going to be very difficult for you once this end, you almost like started doubting and questioning all these beautiful energies. And it's like you were in an energy of almost expecting it to end or predicting that it will end. Kind of like, you know, this feels great, this feels beautiful, this soul connection is amazing, but doubt, insecurity, doubt, let me question this, let me question this. And so with all these, like, you questioning it and you kind of like looking at it sideways and being like, what's this? What's this? There was an energy here of you expecting or predicting that this would end at some point. Now keep in mind, this could be, I'm saying you because this is your reading, this could be your person's energy as well. Let's take a look at the star for you in the recent past. Star is clarified by the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands. Yeah, you just want to start from scratch. You're showing me like, I just want to completely wipe the slate clean, get rid of all these fears, these insecurities. Like, I just want to leave the past in the past. Whether it's whatever happened between you and this person, or whether it's, you know, past relationships that affected you, you're like, I just want to completely heal from the past and move forward in a very optimistic manner in the future. But again, it's very easy to say that and have that desire versus actually doing that. And so I do see a little bit of an internal conflict here for you in the recent past, because you did want to move forward. You did want to wipe the slate clean, but you were moving very, very slowly because there was still that fear of like, well, you know, what if this does end? What if it, you know, kind of like, I'm moving past it. I'm leaving the past in the past, but a little bit of the past is still coming with me. And it's totally normal, right? You can't just completely erase your memory from everything that happened. So, but I do see you wanting to just kind of, you know, water under the bridge whatever happened in the past and moving forward optimistically. Let's take a look at the current situation. I want to see what the justice is for you in the current situation. Justice is clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Swords. You're slowly learning how to heal here and really just put down your guard. You have a very strong ability to basically push and reject things that cause you lack of stability. So you are a fixed sign. Stability is your middle name. If something did not bring you that consistency or that stability that you wanted, you have a tendency to just be like, oh, goodbye, go away. Like, you're not meeting all of my expectations and my needs, not dealing with you. In the current situation, you're kind of learning how to put your guard down, learning how to heal, right? I'm not saying that you're settling for anything less, but you're not as defensive as you used to be. You're not approaching everything with a very guarded energy of like, you go away, you go away. You're like, no, you know, if you don't work with me, like, I'm not going to accept you into my energy, but I don't need to protect myself. I don't need to walk around with 19,000 pounds of armor on me at all times. Well, look, the Tower just flipped over for the Tower again. Two more for the Tower in the current situation. Yeah, I feel like it seems very unexpected for you. The Tower showing up twice, this doesn't feel like a very bad Tower to me. This feels like more so like a Tower where I literally cannot resist the urge to pursue this connection. Somebody, could be you, could be your person. Somebody here is just like gung-ho on pursuing this relationship. It's almost like I literally cannot fight the need, the desire to go and do something and make this love happen and make this relationship happen. It's like stronger than whoever this person is. Like, they quite literally cannot resist you, cannot resist this connection anymore. Wow, I don't know what's going on with you, but and you get the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is pretty nice, Taurus. Let's take a look at the Page of Cups for you in the current situation. Page of Cups is clarified by the Judgment, the Two of Swords, the Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're opening up to the ability to have a brand new beginning in love here. Now, this could be a new beginning in love between you and somebody else, or if you're not separated, this could just be like a new phase in love between you and an existing person. And it seems like you're gaining the clarity that you needed. Because remember, in the past, we said you were confused. And Spirit's like, hey, give yourself more time. You're going to get the clarity that you want about actually pursuing this. And it seems like you're very open to it. Your heart is open to it. And especially with the Judgment here, it's almost like there's like an awakening or an acceptance of something which in the past you may have rejected or you may have been very confused about. And it does have to do with your love life, because this is a bonus timeless love reading. Let's take a look at your near future. I want to see what the King of Pentacles is for you in the near future. Taurus, honey. King of Pentacles, which is you. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. You have a perfect vision of love, happiness, stability. You know exactly what you're looking for, and you are not settling for anything less. You're showing me my perfect happiness, my perfect relationship, my perfect long-term love. I know what it looks like. I know what I expect, and I am not taking anything less. And it seems like once you've elevated your standards to a certain level, you're not willing to settle for anything less. And I feel like this person in the current situation is realizing that. And they're kind of like, you know what? Taurus needs this. I'm going to give this to Taurus, because Taurus is not going to deal with any bullshit. So for some reason in the near future, you're showing me like, I know what my standards are. I know where I'm at. I'm not letting go of that. I'm not stooping even a centimeter below this. Let's take a look at the Page of Swords for you in the near future. Page of Swords is clarified by the Page of Cups, the Magician, and the World. It seems like you're doubting this love a little bit. You've manifested this love. You've manifested something opening up. You've manifested your heart opening up to this. And then it opens up. And again, you got the Page of Swords in the recent past tied up to the soul connection that you were kind of like expecting to end. In the near future, this love that you want, your heart opening up to this, you manifested it. It's coming to fruition, and you're showing me, oh, but I'm afraid it's going to end. And when you're afraid it's going to end, what do? You start questioning it. You start doubting it. You start looking at it being like, what is this? What is that? What does this mean? What does that mean? Again, kind of similar energy to the recent past, where you're like, this feels good. This is what I wanted, but what if it ends? So let me start poking holes in it in order to make sure that if it does end, it's not going to be as bad, because I have all these holes to prove why this thing isn't as perfect as it seems. Let's take a look at the Ace of Swords in your near future. Ace of Swords is clarified by the King of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Five of Swords. You're trying to approach this energy with a very logical energy, but it's not actually logical. It's because you're lying to yourself a little bit. You're showing me I'm trying to be practical, logical, strategic about how I approach this connection, about how I approach this relationship, about how I approach love in general. All that's doing, though, Taurus, is bringing you an energy of unhappiness and discontent. And what you do this on purpose, because there's an energy of self-sabotage here. Remember how I said you know exactly what you're looking for? Spirit is giving you what you manifested, or what you've manifested. Spirit's delivering on it, and you're showing me, but I'm doubting it, but I'm questioning it. So what you do is you start poking holes in it. And when you start poking holes in it, then you look at it and you're like, well, yeah, I have these feelings, but if I look at this logically and practically, this beautiful picture, right, this beautiful relationship has a bunch of holes in it. So it's not that beautiful. I don't really want this thing that has a bunch of holes in it and a bunch of questions and doubts and insecurities and things that aren't amazing and perfect. So I don't want it. And then you start rejecting it. And this is a form of self-sabotage that you may want to take a look at as to why you do this, because it seems like it's very beautiful. It seems like it's very good. It seems like it's what you wanted. Then Spirit gives it to you and you're like, yeah, but let me just stab it a little bit. Oh, okay, with all my fears and my insecurities. Oh, yeah, that's not that pretty anymore. I don't want it. And this seems like a bit of a pattern for you. Let's take a look at what Spirit wants you to keep in mind for this reading. Yeah, you're moving in a much better direction when it comes to love. This relationship is moving from a very difficult period, or from what is potentially a difficult period, into a much calmer, much more stable energy. And it's happening quite rapidly for you. But I feel like it's maybe the speed at which it's happening is kind of freaking you out. And so then that's when you start questioning it and doubting it and poking holes in it. So Taurus, that is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. If it did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you here on the next one.